old-time soldier, you've heard it all before. Will you remember me at all? Will you remember me when the dust settles down? Will you remember me who once fell to the ground? Though just an old-time soldier who can be found, will you remember me at all? Will you remember me by all the light when leaves fall from the weeping tree? Will you remember me by morning light, please? Will you remember me when the order comes to fight? Will you remember me who once burned with desire? Though just a weary soldier whose life inspired, will you remember me at all? So if you remember me when the soul burns high, so if you remember me whose job it was to die, though just an old-time soldier just by and by, will you remember me at all? Will you remember me by autumn light when leaves fall from the weeping trees? Will you remember me by morning light, please? My God, we were cold in the Falklands when the stars and the flares shone out clear. But at least I had my mates to share jokes with. It's much colder and lonelier here, and that sharp piece of Argentine shrapnel, it's hurt me for many a year. But not like when you look straight through me, pretending that I'm not even here. My God, we were thirsty in Kuwait, and choking in dust we went dry. But we shed a few tears for our Gary when a mine took his legs and he died. And knowing the next step it could kill me, I thought it had taught me a fear, until I saw how you looked straight through me, pretending that I just wasn't here. My God, I was angry to hear it when home from the army I came. There were flats for Iraqis and the Afghans, but never a flat with my name. Well, I thought that the council would sort it, till a desk clerk with spiky green hair, he said, "Next please," and he looked straight through me, pretending that I just wasn't there. I swear and I curse and I mutter, though the anger is mainly inside. Without hope there's no disappointment, there's no one out there on my side. Well, I know the white lightning will kill me. Don't you see that I really don't care? Well, it helps me to look straight through you and pretend that I'm not quite all there. So I live where the police cars can't see me, in my rags and my old cardboard box, and there's no one who would notice me vanish, except for my mate Corporal Fox. Two broken old squaddies together, in the winter we share the same land, and I bring him some bones from our colonel, so he doesn't pretend I'm not there. Gold is the color of my true love's hair. Her smile it whispers, softly cares. In the morning sun as we walk hand in hand, and I love the ground where on she stands. In a better time or another place, my life's desire would be her fair face. But living now through these final years, I have no choice but to bring her tears. There's a price to pay if this land is to be saved. A prison cell or an early grave. Whatever the cost, I must do my part. So I must go, though it breaks her heart. Through the years as she look out of your window, tell me what do you see? Is there any room on the street for me? Is there any room on the street for me? Take a look at the future, tell me what do you see? I see them but I don't see me. I can see them but not you or me. Take a walk to the bandstand, take a walk through the park. You and I know we can go after dark. Everybody knows don't go after dark. Look out of your window, tell me what do you see? Is there any room in this town for me? Is there any room in this town for me? Take a trip to the schoolroom, 100 years it's been built. You and I know now all they teach is guilt. Everybody knows all they teach is guilt. Take a drive to the country, go the long way around. You and I know that safety can't be found. Everybody knows that safe can't be found. Take a look out of your window and tell me what do you see? Is there any room in this land for me? Is there any room in this land for me? Take an ancient tradition, everything has been changed. You and I know that the future's strange. Everybody knows that the future is strange. My God, it was cold in the Falklands when the stars and the flares shone out clear. But at least I had my mates to share jokes with. It's much colder and lonelier here. And that sharp piece of Argentine shrapnel, it's hurt me for many a year. But not like when you look straight through me, pretending that I'm not even here. My God, we were thirsty and queuing, and choking in dust we went dry. But we shed a few tears for our Gary, when a mine took his legs and he died. And knowing the next step it could kill me, I thought it had taught me our fear. Till I saw how you looked straight through me, pretending that I'm not even here. My God, I was angry to hear it. Went home from the army I came. There were flats for Iraqis and the Afghan, but never a flat with my name. Well, I thought that the council would sort it, till a desk clerk with spiky green hair, he said next please, and he looked straight through me, pretending that I just wasn't there. my side. Well, I know the white lightning will kill me. Don't you see that I really don't care? It helps me to look straight through you and pretend that I'm not quite all there. So I live where the police cars can't see me, in my rags on my old cardboard box, and there's no one who would notice me vanish, except for my maid Corporal Fox. Two broken Australians together, in winter we share the same lair, and I bring him some bones from my cradle, so he doesn't pretend I'm not there. 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 Friday comes round near the end of each week, and the lads, they get ready for the laughter to seek. New jeans and white trainers and the t-shirts all pressed. The lager and lasses, they're all in the best. Day turns to evening and the night time draws near. People get ready for love and good cheer. Night rings with laughter, some families stillborn. The sons who they're missing will never come home. Why don't we hear out the suffering and pain? Families and the victims who died without blame. Mothers and the fathers who mourn day and night. Boys dead and forgotten because they were white. It's down some familiar street each did walk, laughing with mates or in soft lovers' talk. Tired at the end of a long day at work, they all saw too late that dark evil look. Curses and kicks and bottles and stones, iron bars and bats and a breaking of bones. Cheering from cowards with flashing cruel knives, let them lie in blood at the end of short lives. Why don't we hear of the suffering and pain? Families and the victims who died without blame. Mothers and the fathers who mourn day and night. Boys dead and forgotten because they were white. Imagine the pain of the mothers and dads, seeing young bodies broken, laying cold on the slab. Grief to confusion and to anger red. In papers and broadcasts they see nothing said. No mail front pages, no reporters are sent. No millions of pounds on inquiries are spent. No honest foundations or memorial stones. They bury their love and remember alone. Why don't we hear of the suffering and pain? Families and the victims who died without blame. Mothers and the fathers who mourn day and night. Boys dead and forgotten because they were white. Sean White, Gavin Hoppy, Lee Martin as well, Chris Donald and dozens more I could tell. Forgotten by all but the families and friends. A curtain of silence drawn over their heads. Injustice and murder, they'll walk hand in hand in the long night of horror that covers our land. Till we stand up as one in the cold morning light, brings truth and restores British justice and right. Then all we remember the suffering and pain. Families and the victims who died without blame. Mothers and the fathers who mourned day and night. Boys dead and forgotten because they were white.